Welcome back to the night show. I'm in the studio with Craig Kahl, Rachel Payne, and Scott Hughes from Adventure Web Interactive. And we've been talking about the internet and websites and those kinds of things. If you have any questions or comments, please give us a call, 410-481-1300. When we left for the break, Craig was beginning to talk about the use of, which we talked about, the ads on the search engines at the top of the page, how that's changed some of that, and you wanted to make a comment about it.
So some free advice to all the great listeners tonight. So a lot of major names and major brands in any marketplace run a lot of traditional TV, a lot of traditional radio. So as they broadcast out, we'll just use Acme Plumbing, for example. So Acme Plumbing is a fictitious company. Acme Plumbing runs this large radio campaign. Well, no one's going to, people hear that radio campaign, they're not going to go into the toolbar on a web browser, www.acmeplumbing.com. They're going to go into Google and Google Acme Plumbing. Well, you can
And can I add something here? From what I understand, it's greater than 65% of those who are listening to a radio or watching TV are actually on their handheld device, whether it's a tablet or a phone.
Yes.
So that those ads, they might has increased the web traffic immediately during the terms of those ads.
Right. So we see up to 77% of all your people are entering something into a smart Google on a phone. But, going back to the scenario, so when those radio commercials are playing and someone goes to search for Acme Plumbing, we're able to serve up our clients' ads prior to Acme Plumbing's actually coming up. And we always encourage our clients, they don't just have an ad, but we'll make an offer 10% off any competitive price. And the really good part about this is that those clicks are a fraction of click for plumber Baltimore or best plumbers in Baltimore. Those are expensive clicks. The ones that are targeting your competitor's ads, your competitor's name in the campaign, and they went all through the courts, and the courts all said fair game. As long as you don't use your competitor's name in your ad,
you can't sell your business on someone else's name.
Right. You can't say we're better than Acme Plumbing, but you can say 10% off of our competitor's price.
Just look at the old ads that Avis used to do. They never mentioned who was number one, but we try harder because we're number two, and which is exactly what they marketed their, but they never used the competitor's name in the ad because that's different kinds of law problems. But as long as they do it that way, it's fair game.
It is fair game.
So you mentioned pay-per-click a number of times. What exactly is pay-per-click for those out there that are not experienced? Rachel?
So pay-per-click campaign, those are the ads that are at the top of Google. When you go to Google anything and you see it could be 4 ads across the top. That's what a pay-per-click ad is. So
that's those ads are that you're not paying for the ads to be there, but if someone clicks on it,
you pay
for each person.
Customer pays the click.
Each click, and how does Google calculate that?
So Google, you're basically it's a bid process. So you're to start your bid at $1, someone's going to say I'm going to bid $1.50. Now you're coming in, and inside the system we can tell Google the adjust rates according to what the competitors are bidding. We can even set up rules. Say we always want to be in the top 3, but we never want to be number 1 because that's the most expensive one. So we can say we always want to be in the 2nd or 3rd spot.
What you're saying there is that your clients or anybody putting a ad in Google is bidding for its placement, basically.
Right. Yes. But one of the things that's really interesting when statistically, we talked about video or radio ads earlier. So statistically, the click-through rates on traditional pay-per-click advertising, even Google states on their own website, it's around 2 or 3%. Versus organic listings, you're about 80% more likely to click. So the click-through rates, if someone actually sees that ad and actually clicks on it, it's only 2 or 3%. When you get up into the teens, you're doing some amazing things. But the click-through rates on the TrueView ads that run inside YouTube and across YouTube's network. And YouTube's network's just not YouTube. It's videos that are running on TMZ when you go to see about the Kardashians, or you go to Weather Channel to watch the hurricane video. Those are all true view ads that are running across those platforms. The click-through rates we've seen as high as 40%. Every campaign that we've done, they're well up close to 20% on the click-through rates versus at a fraction of the cost of the click-through rates of the PPC.
So what are you saying? So I understand it. It's the video on the TrueView or whatever TrueView and or YouTube, that the click rate is actually, when you buy pay for click to go to the website, the return, the number of clicks, based on the percentage number of viewers that actually look at it, is substantially higher.
Yes. In fact, Google even gave a new term to it called interaction rate. They're constantly changing their stuff around, but they call it interaction rate. But yes, the interaction rates on YouTube are extraordinarily higher than traditional PPC. It adds at the top of Google search.
Okay.
And a fraction of the cost.
Okay. Now, we've talked about a little bit about, or a lot about, the actual internet search and pay-per-click. What do we need to do to our websites to make sure that when they get there, they take the next step?
Scott, why don't you talk a little bit about chatbot technology and some of that new augmented reality stuff?
Right. Yeah. And so, again, to reiterate, on your websites, content is king to get you ranked, first of all. If you're paying for PPC, you have a PPC campaign, and you're going to draw people in through your ads on Google, generally your ad, you should probably have your call to action built into it. Save 10%, sign up today. We're looking at a lot of call to actions in designing within the user interface and experience of the websites to basically navigate people exactly where they should be. You want to have a big button on there that says sign up now, or here's our featured product, buy it today. Use coupon code 20 off to get 20% off your first order. And from that, you're basically pushing them to the checkout page or to the thank you page. Thanks for signing up. Which goes into further campaigns like email nurturing campaigns. You want to go online, you're going to sign up for something. You might not even buy something yet. You might just sign up for your page. If I'm interested in, I think I saw LL Bean do this recently. You just sign up and boom, I've got 20% off of my next order. I didn't even purchase anything that time. There's a lot of companies that do that. They will nurture you. They say, hey, here's a big sale this week. And this standard traditional advertising techniques we see in the print media, print marketing, advertising. It's transitioned to an online presence now. From a website, any little nudge you can do. Craig was just talking about chatbots. How can we make the site more accessible?
What is a chatbot?
If you're on a website, Allan, and you might be there for 30 seconds, maybe you're reading the content, and then something pops up in the corner and says, hey, I noticed you're looking at this. How may I help you? Do you need assistance today? GoDaddy, a lot of support websites might do that, especially if you have a problem with a product you might have bought and you're looking to kind of offload some of your support.
For example, I'm looking for how to fix something on a computer. And I go to the website for my computer, and I'm looking in support. Next thing you know, a window pops up, and it says, would you like to talk to one of our consultants?
Right. How can we pull
Allan, one of the things that's really interesting, you say that, and it's really not a consultant you're talking to. It's a chatbot. So chatbot technology is basically a logic tree. So when you enter something in there, there's a logic database that sits behind with all answers.
It's artificial. It's in a sense artificial.
It's artificial, right? So you're entering
here's
something.
Your question.
It spots it and it tries to answer it. And most people don't realize that you're not talking to someone. It's actually just artificial AI technology built into it.
What we're think about, and again, just thinking about 1998 was when Google first opened, first started, and all of this is all new in 20 years, and it's going to continue to change and much faster than we can learn. Yeah. So that's a chat box. So again, what are some of the and you talked about it. So what do you talk about for inbound marketing or landing pages that make a difference for a website. And we only have about a minute, so we'll start that and then go into the next commercial break.
It's funneling, Allan. You grabbing people from all over. You can pull them from social media. You can do your SEO campaigns, your PPC campaigns, and you want to get them down to the bottom of the funnel. And ultimately, you want to convert them, whether it's that product that you're buying or that email address that you're looking for to add to your list to send out a newsletter. Having a page that's optimized and specifically tells the customer why they should get it and why you're the best one to offer it. You get them while you can. You just push them down the funnel.
Okay, well, when we come back, we're going to continue this conversation with Craig Kahl, Rachel Payne, Scott Hughes from Adventure Web Interactive. And immediately when we come back, I will have the AHA Trivia Contest, when the winner will receive the gift certificate to Touchette Cafe in Elk Ridge, Maryland. I've been there. Their bakery products are amazing, so please go. I'm Allan Hirsh of Allan Hirsh Advisors. This is AHA Business Radio on CBS Sports Radio 1300 AM.